Hello and welcome to another installment of You Can't Beat the Drums. Today I'm going to show you how to tune your drums using your smartphone or your tablet or your iPad, that sort of thing. What you'll want to do is go to your app store, first of all, and download this app called Frequency Generator. And it has a little HZ, you can see that for standing for Hertz. That's kind of what the icon looks like. See that right there? And what happens is when you open it, you'll get this little screen here, and it says HZ for a second, and then it will change to, if I turn upside down, it doesn't do anything. Oh, I know why. It's because my signal in the garage is so terrible. Anyway, it goes to the main screen. There it is. And you can see it has a little line there and so forth. And what you do is you start it, and it makes a little tone. And what's really cool about it, by the way, it's a free app, is you can adjust the tone as high or low as you want it to be. And what's nice is that you can plug it into your stereo system and you can turn it down to like 3 Hertz and you can watch your woofer move in and out 3 times a second. Very impressive. You can also drive the dogs and cats nuts by taking it up to about 19 or 20,000 cycles per second. It drives them crazy. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Be nice to your pets. Now, what you want to do on this is you go to the little plus sign there, and you'll see these little symbols show up, and you touch the little note when it shows up, and then this comes up. And this is actually really cool. It takes every frequency and assigns it to a note, so you'll know exactly what frequency any particular note is. And it allows you to tune your drums pretty effectively. Now, you can do this with a piano or an organ. There's a million different ways to do it. But this is kind of handy because it leaves the tone going the entire time you need it. It doesn't fade out or stop or anything. Plus, it's cool to have a tone generator on your phone or your tablet. So what I did was, and you can see these little pieces of blue paper on all the drums. You can see those. Basically, I picked notes that sounded pretty good, found out what the notes were, and then basically lined it up with this thing and tuned the drums. For example, I started with C, and that C is way too low to hear. It's 16 Hertz. So you have to slide up till you find a C that's actually audible. And with this little tiny puny speaker, it's kind of hard to find anything low that you can hear. Even that C is pretty low. Let's go to C4 on, okay, that's 261.63 Hertz. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a C. So then what you do is you take the volume and try to crank it up. You might want to run this through a bigger stereo or something. And then you simply hit the drum head right by the little plugs there. And you make sure it's the same note. And you can spend all day doing this. Then you go, and this of course is a C, then you go to the next drum, and I picked a D, so you can anyway, you get the idea, and you can use your smartphone or your laptop or whatever, and basically get your whole drum set tuned to notes. And you can pick notes that sound good next to each other, like triads or chords you would normally play on the piano. Let's go back to our little note thing there. For example, you can say C, pick notes that sound nice together, and there you go. Now, I'm going to show you what the drums sound like now that I've tuned them. And by the way, North drums are the most challenging drums in the world to tune because their bearing edges aren't always that great. But you can see I've got basically 3 octaves. The C's and then A, G, F, E, C. And these are all muffled, which drives people nuts. I'll be doing another video where I check these floor toms out with different kinds of heads, fiber skin versus this, and I'll unmuffle them and let you all hear what they all sound like. But for right now, it's just fun to have these tuned to notes and know what they are. I did a little tuning video before, but I hadn't figured out how to use my iPad or my Amazon Fire with the tone generator to tune the drums. It actually makes it a little easier. So it's there you go. And then if you use different kinds of heads and have a more open sound, you might like it even more. But anyway, that's kind of a cool way to tune your drums fairly easily with the little note generator. Hope you can do that. It doesn't cost you anything if you already have a phone or a laptop. So thanks for watching.